of course, St. John, a school like that, it's full of different faces, different challenges in terms of being a Catholic private school is going from Two Rivers to a public school. Work-wise, workload, just like having school mass and all that type of stuff. So, of course.
I guess this year has been tough. Like, it has been a lot of reading, especially in AP US history. AP art history is more like writing and taking notes. Like, there's a lot of that because there's 250 works and you have to know all of them.
Oh, wow.
More or less.
Okay.
So that has been kind of tricky. And AP Lang isn't, I don't know, it's a nice class. Like, you would think it's more reading, but really it's a lot about writing and, like, I don't know. It's been a really cool class. We've had a lot of really great discussions.
My 8th to 9th grade transition was a little hard. Not because Two Rivers didn't prepare me for it, but because I had a lot going on in my 9th grade year, which was a loss of many relatives. So from 8th to 9th grade, it was like, I think 9th grade was like a blur. Okay. I don't really remember the classes so much. I remember the situation I was going through.
I think mostly it's just a lot more work. Okay. But there is definitely, it is harder. Okay. But like in that initial transition, like to freshman year, the work isn't that much harder. Okay. It's just, there's just a lot of it all at once. Okay. And except the tests. The tests are actually much harder. But I mean, like I said, every school is different. Not every school has like really difficult tests or anything. Right. I think that's just a personal thing. Also, Two Rivers has definitely helped me like socially, like building relationships with my teachers as well as my peers. Definitely, I learned how to do that through Two Rivers.
So 9th grade was a pretty tough year.
Yes.
Okay. And so then, like, from 9th grade through high school, like, what happened? How did, your transition, because I know you transitioned to a different school. So can you talk to us a little bit about that?
I transitioned to Dunbar Senior High School. The first couple of weeks were tough, but I was using my 10th grade year to reinvent who I knew I was, since my 9th grade year was a little bad. So when I walked into Dunbar, I was trying to like find the teachers that were going to support me and figure out what my next steps were.
Definitely how to like have a growth mindset, honestly. Like, oh, I'm not doing so well. Maybe there's something that needs to change. Maybe like, and I think that's a big part of like how I've transitioned. I guess like I like I mentioned this, like we just talked about this, but like the reflection on myself and like what needs to change. I think a lot of that has come from just like thinking about like what I need to change, like that. Like Two Rivers has basically helped me like with that because of like all the feedback that they give you on your work and stuff. That's almost allowed myself to do that to me. Like that probably doesn't make sense, but like I've been able to like critique myself, and when other people critique my work, I'm able to take that and not take it personally, of course, but like take it and then fix
and
what
use
needs to be
it.
fixed. Exactly.
Take it and use it to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and also just like working hard. Like don't give up even if stuff's really, if you don't want to do it, if like a variety of things.